Hey friends, I hope you're having a good day today. I've got a 12-inch by 24-inch gallery wrap canvas from Michaels. I just dropped my brush. I forgot it was sitting there. These are the level 3, which are tucked and splined. There's a little rubber gasket in there. I'm gonna grab my brush. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. You know what? It's also from Michaels. It's an Artist Loft number 16. So I'm gonna paint a bison, an American buffalo. It's mostly a profile, so it's basically a pet portrait. I'm gonna use color that I had mixed for the last 3 pet portraits I did. They posted on YouTube. So I kept it in here, I misted it, put it in a gallon bag to help keep it moist. So I'm gonna use this color, some black and some white, and just paint the background. So I want a dark background, and I think what I want to stand out will be the eye, a little bit of the horn, and some of the nose. And I've been forgetting the last, I don't know how many videos. One of my favorite things to do. So this is Blick Art Materials Chalk Pastel. I'm looking for the name. It's like a purple. But I've been forgetting to write the word love. I think I did it on the pet portraits, but I've been forgetting lately because I get so excited to chat with you and start the video. Okay, I'm gonna do some time lapse while I paint the background. I'll pop back in with what colors I'm using for the buffalo, and I think this will primarily be a time lapse video. Okay guys, back in a bit. Hey, let's take a look at what I did. So I painted the sides off camera and dried them with a hair dryer. And most of it doesn't matter. I just wanted to get some paint on it. Most of it doesn't matter because my portrait, the buffalo covers from about there on up. So what I'm most concerned about is this area. And then also off camera, I dried it with a hair dryer, and I checked for spots like, let's see if I can show you. Oh yeah, you can see where you can kind of see the white spots in the canvas? Sorry, I suppose I could put it in the middle, middle of the frame. I think I laugh all the time at my mistakes. And you can see this is lighter, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna have buffalo on top of it. So I wanted to make sure none of those white spots were down here. It's hot and humid summertime as I'm videoing this, so I'm gonna let this dry overnight, and then I'll come back to it. Hey, I thought I'd pop in and let you know what colors I'm using. So Mars Black, this is a combination of burnt umber and Mars Black. That little puddle right there is burnt umber. Raw Sienna, oh I just touched it. This is Indanthrene blue. Any blue would work. Ultramarine blue, phthalo blue, whatever blue you have. I'd go for a darker blue because you can always lighten it up. White or titanium white and unbleached titanium. And all I'm doing is, oh, they're all, in case you're new to my channel, they're all Liquitex. Some are basic, some are heavy body. I really like Liquitex. I like them because their caps will stand up and so they're easy to store, or you can stand them on their caps. Okay, so all I'm doing is just kind of finding the shapes. Nothing looks all that good yet. Well, I guess that looks decent. But I think it's kind of fun. This is a little bit like the frog painting where you are painting on a dark background to lighter values. So the eye and the nose will be most important. And I'm using the blue where there's skin and no fur. I don't know if I'll leave it that blue, but it makes for good underpainting and finding the shapes. And then right up here is a horn. And then my traceable, if you decide to paint this one, you could paint it 5 by 10. This is 12 by 24. It would be quicker and somewhat easier smaller because you don't have to have quite so many fur brush strokes. Well, you actually don't have to, even on a big one, you could just use a big brush. But it would go quicker because it's just smaller. But sometimes smaller can be harder because it's easier for me to paint the eye. You know, if you paint it small, you just can't get that kind of detail. So I like getting detail in the eye. But overall, smaller painting is quicker. I think that's about all I want to say for tonight. I'm gonna quit and pick it up tomorrow. Hey friends, I wanted to pop in. So I'm gonna stop here, and if this video will post after, let me start over again. So I'm gonna paint this tomorrow as one of my Wednesday lives, and I'm gonna work on the eye, and then I want some more rust color in here. So if you wanna go from here, from this point in this video, and go watch the live, that might be fun. Let me know what you think about that. And so I pretty much have one layer of paint on here. I've been doing loose brush strokes with a number 12. Oh, I got this on Amazon. It says Zoo Zing. It's a filbert. Here, it's not that big. I don't know. I don't think it's quite a 1/2 inch. And I'm trying to keep it loose, which will help it go a little faster. But I know, even though I have one layer of paint on here, I know I'm going to want to play with things more. I don't really have anything, I can't show, oh, I'll have a link to the reference photo so that you can see it. The light's kind of coming from this direction. It's actually this buffalo standing in snow. So in the reference photo, there's a lot of light coming up on this nose, but I don't think I want to do that because I don't have snow. You're not going to know that in my painting. And I definitely want to, the eye needs more layers. Here, maybe you want to look at it. And then I just Googled buffalo eyes, and I think their pupil is oval like a cow, or kind of like a goat. And then where the buffalo has skin, I've used blue, but I also think I'm going to want to put some blue in some of my darker areas. I'm going to want it richer. I have some blue in the horn, which I really like. I mean, you could call this done. Here, oh, sorry, I can move it up and down. But see, I'm going to maybe come back with a really light white cream here, because this is one of the lighter areas on the buffalo, and make it come out more. I might soften some of these dark areas. I'll just play with it. But really, I've kind of got the, you know, the brush strokes go this way, brush strokes kind of are fuzzy here. They go this way. That's the main thing I was paying attention to. And a little bit, you know, my lights coming from here and here on the buffalo. So that's one thing that I was paying attention to a little bit. I probably have a couple layers on this part of the nose because I played with it a little bit. I really don't know what I want to do with this until I kind of see what I do with the eye and the highlights. I'll probably have some highlights right here. So I like to put down one whole layer and then put down two or three more layers because I just like getting the depth and the richness of color. But you know, when you look at it here in the video, it could pretty much be done. It does need, I almost need to put a highlight even though there really wouldn't be one. If you look at the reference photo, there isn't one. But I'm going to put a little highlight and work on that eye, so I've just kind of got the shapes and the colors in there. Okay, mainly I wanted to pop in to make a few comments and let you know that right at this point is where you could go watch the Wednesday Live if you want to. And then I don't know, we'll just see how that goes. Oh, yeah, I definitely know I'm not done because I think I mentioned earlier I want to add some rust colors here. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this one, and I'll definitely be back later. Hey friends, I just finished a live video of me painting this buffalo's eye and adding a couple of the highlights. So there'll be a little gap here in the time lapse, and well, and I also pop in with some comments. But if you want to watch that or listen to Emily and I chatter, and quite a few people showed up in the chat room, so that was really fun for us. But here's a look at the eye. I'm probably pretty close to done with it. I'm going to want to just deal with this area a little bit. And then it looks so much smoother. You get optical blending, which I've talked about just a little bit. I'm trying to get it. You know, but when you get close, it's kind of messy. But then when you get back, it really starts to blend and it looks pretty neat. So I'm thinking I'm going to add, I want more rust in here, which I've mentioned before. Excuse me. Oh, sorry guys. Got a little dry throat there. And I'm going to mess with the nose some too. Oh, and the horn. So I'm definitely going to put some more layers on, I think. Even though it always looks better in the video than it does when you're sitting right in front of it, which is a good way for me to see if it's working. Because most people will view it from a few feet away, and then they'll come up close to check it out. Okay, I'm going to go back to the time lapse. friends, I think I'm done. I always say I think because I lightened this corner up a little bit. I lightened up, this is a highlight. And I ended up messing with the eye when I had it really good during the live Wednesday Friends Days video that I did. But so I'll show it to you in a second. It was kind of funny. It's like I couldn't leave it alone. It was really good. I think it looks good now too. It's just funny. It's like, don't touch when it's good. What else did I do? I added some more raw sienna because it kind of just glazes right over. It's a fairly transparent color. Here, I'll just show you now. Oh, and I just added more detail and texture to the horn. But it was really fun. I mean, in the beginning it was kind of hard because you kind of piece it out, you know. It's kind of like finding all the edges on a really big puzzle. Oh yeah, the eye looks good. I just thought it was so funny I had to mess with it. It's like, just leave it alone. And then I was just kind of playing a little bit too, like, you know, a little lighter here, because this is really strong and it's really close to the edge. Usually I have my focal point more on a third, but this is also portrait, so the eye is going to draw attention anyway. It's sort of like they used to say when I was a young graphic designer, the first rule of advertising is put eyes in it. It could be, you know, a dog's eyes. People will look at it. It'll get their attention more. Oh, here, maybe you want to see the nose. I like the blue. So the skin isn't nearly that blue, but I like that I kind of exaggerated the blue in the nose. So I have blue in the nose, a little hint of blue here, blue in the little parts of the eye, and blues in the horn. I think it turned out really fun. It's a lot of fun brush strokes. So you kind of get the structure down and then just keep playing with it. If you paint it smaller, it'll be much easier. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's just so much fun for me. I really enjoy it. I hope you're having fun too. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye guys.